Hey Gemini, it's Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for April 2024. Let's see what we've got for you. Have you watched back your March video? Always worth doing that at the end of the month just to see if anything came into fruition. I'd love to hear about it. Oops, dropped it. First card, King of Pentacles. Second card, Nine of Wands, reversed. Third card, the High Priestess, reversed. So let's have a look. Okay, King of Pentacles. I don't know if you've been feeling a bit overwhelmed. I don't know if, when I think of a king lands his throne through his birthright. He has no choice in it. He just has to get on this throne because that's his job. That's his birthright. And so I wonder if things that you feel like are duties for you are getting overwhelming or have been getting overwhelming. Like there's too much duty in the world, too much having to do what you're supposed to do rather than actually doing what's in alignment with you. And I think that this, if you look really closely, all this stuff is kind of growing up around him. It feels a bit overwhelming. And so I think that perhaps the duty of life, the duty of care that you have to others, or that you believe that you were born to have, maybe you weren't, maybe that's just conditioning, but I think it's getting on top of you a little bit. You have too much output in the world and not enough input. And then when we have this, flip that back over, Nine of Wands here. I don't know if it's been left you a little bit battered and weary. If we look at this guy does look a bit weary, maybe a bit cautious, a bit suspicious perhaps, as he kind of clutches onto his last one there and hides behind it a little bit. But what you can see is all these stakes that have been put in the ground already, and he's just waiting to put his last stake in. And nine really is about completion. Nine and tens are about completion. And so I think that this is the end of you feeling a bit battered and weary. And I think perhaps because being battered and weary is all you've known, because of this duty, it's all you've ever known, you might be feeling a little bit overcautious about stepping into something new, stepping into something else, or if an opportunity comes up, you might be second guessing or doubting it. And this is really to say that you don't need to do that. It's okay to have a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's okay to have a bit of healthy doubt about something, proceeding with caution as such. That's okay, but don't let it stop you. I just can't think what that phrase is, but it'll come back to me in a minute. Don't let it stop you. Oops, I've dropped it. And then what we've got here is this High Priestess card, and you can see the dark pillar and the light pillar here, and this priestess sitting with the moon at her feet, and she's sat there on a throne with this beautiful tapestry behind her. And this is really about recognizing the balance between darkness and light. And I think that you're perhaps a bit of a wounded warrior, perhaps you're a little bit weary and cautious and a bit done in from life. And it's all felt a bit dark and heavy, and that's the dark side, right? But we need to use this darkness to inform us. So it's okay to have darkness. We live in this stupid world where we tell people you must be positive or reframe it or an attitude of gratitude and all that. All that stuff's wrong. It's just that it's not the whole picture. We have to honor the darkness and the light. So I think that you're being asked, and the perception is in the moon here, like the real introspective, darker energy sits in the moon, this feminine energy, which is the High Priestess. I think that you need to be looking inwards on some of your life experiences, some of your duties that have burnt you out effectively or overwhelmed you. You need to look into this to create healthy barriers and boundaries, to understand what it is that you do want in the world, what you want your light side to look like, because we can't see the light side for what it is. We can't enjoy it, appreciate it, and embrace it if we haven't learnt lessons from our dark side. So I think that you're moving into a place of, you might have an opportunity, or you might be coming to the end of some of these duties, or recognizing that you can't uphold all these duties anymore, but you feel perhaps a little bit in limbo about, how can I move forward from this, what can I do? And the way to move forward is to look into that darkness and say, what do I not want going forward? And that will inform what you do want. So I hope that that resonated. Please do let me know in the comments. I love to see them. And whatever platform we're on, if you can like, follow, subscribe, share, all of these things really do help me to grow my social presence. And I fully appreciate it. And it's absolutely free for you to do. If you want a private reading, you can visit me at lukevoulgarakis.com and I'll pop that information in the description and comments. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful April. Bye bye.